Hey, and welcome to a special episode of Formula Random. As I said earlier, me and Jay are going to draft our teams for the 8 man. One thing that Jay doesn't know that I decided just now is that later on, me and him are going to go 1-on-1 in a Harry Potter match.
Oh snap!
The way this one started is initially, when I was doing the 5 ways last year, and that it led to it was going to be a championship match, but then my two opponents decided they had enough of the fan leagues and wanted to go to the Schmodown, so I was left all alone. And I had Jay White those questions, and I didn't want those questions to go to waste, so I thought I'll do the 8 man tag match, and then I decided just now then. Because of all the help Jay did with writing it, I might as well give him a match against me because he wants revenge on me for my shitty questions.
I would say shitty. I would say incredibly difficult, and that's what we're looking for.
But Jay, how's it going?
Oh man, you know what? I am wonderful. I just got home from work. I'm having me a nice drink, a little bit of a smoke, trying to relax a little bit. Right after I'm done with this, I actually got to go clean some house, and that's not a metaphor for anything. I literally have to clean my house.
But yeah, the way this is going to work, just so people don't accuse me of trying to stack my own team, so I've got all the strong players. I'm going to have Jay go first in the draft, just because I run Formula Random, and so I thought to at least be fair, I'll give Jay the first pick. We're just going to go back and forth picking names. So yeah, straightforward as that. So Jay, who's the first person you're going to draft?
Oh, this is difficult. I'm looking over this list, but my boy, my brother in arms, one Mark Aiden Kameyer will be my first draft pick.
So Mark Kameyer is going to be on Jay's team. My first pick I'm going to take is someone who I know that really knows his stuff. I'm going to pick White Neck himself, Thomas Scully.
Ah, you bitch! That was my next pick too. Skullboy, it was a toss up between Skullboy. I know you're in the comments, man. It was a toss up between you and Mark. And if you were my teammate, I would have got with you first. But Mark's my boy. I gotta go with him. All right, pick number 2. Pick number 2. Let's look this over. Pick number 2. I'm gonna go with a man with impeccable timing. And seeing as the other person with impeccable timing's name isn't in here, I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Two Wigs himself, Nicholas Tewig.
But Nicholas Tewig is going to go to Jay's team, and that was going to be my next pick. To go with my ride or die in fandom fights, I'm picking up on Andrea Malabag, but I know she does know stuff, but she did pretty well in her 5 race, so she's going to be my next pick.
All right. Looking over these. He hasn't been picked. One half of the second best fandom named team out there, best team name out there. One Mr. Fuck you, Lucas Shieldback will be my 3rd round pick.
But yeah, my next pick was I had my eyes on Lucas as well, but for my next pick, I'm going to take my chances on someone who we haven't seen in the fan leagues before, but he assures, like in his comment on there, he assures me he does those Harry Potter stuff, so I'm going to pick it up and see how he goes, and that's Jake Meltzer. So,
okay. And my last pick in the draft, And this person just made a very salient comment in the live comments. It's not just about the movies. It's about deep lore. It is about the Cursed Child as well. It's one Mr. Cameron Holzman, my other fellow brother in arms who helps run Full Metal Classic on Sundays. He will be my final pick in the draft.
And my final pick is going to be... I'm going to have to go with the person who I beat in the first time I ever had a Harry Potter match, and that's Hunter. I mean, he got stung by books, but I mean, it's one of those ones that I know Hunter does know his Harry Potter stuff, and depending on the questions that come up, he could be a deadly asset. So that's going to be an interesting one. So just to recap, for Jay's team, he's got Mark Kamaya, he's got Nicholas Tuig, he's got Lucas, and he's got Cameron Holzman. My team is I've got Thomas Scully, I've got Andrea, I've got Jake Meltzer, and I've got Hunter Chambers. Now, if your name wasn't picked, don't fear, because if for some reasons there is a dropout, whoever has to replace them will go back to the drawing board and pick up one of the people that are still in there as substitutes if we need to have a substitute.
No, sure.
But yeah. Now,
not substitutes, alternates. They are alternates.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, just because we've got time, if you haven't watched the whole match, is basically I will spin a wheel, and whatever subject comes up. Say, for example, like Harry Potter, say magical mischief comes up on the wheel, then two people from my team, two people from Jay's team will go in and then score enough points, and then the following round, the people who would pick that category have to answer the next one. So it's got a bit of strategy for who throws you throw out there. It's definitely a little bit of strategy involved. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun, and it's like I'm not going to. That's why I'm only doing 2 8-man matches a year. I'm trying to keep it a limit because they were a bitch to try and organize.
I don't doubt that at all, Malcolm. And you know what? Yeah. As much fun as that horror match looked, I bet it was a bitch behind the scenes just to get it all taken care of. So I appreciate this, and I know everybody else who hasn't gotten a chance to actually show their skill in the realm of the Wizarding world and the Harry Potters and the whatnots appreciate it as well.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those ones, and actually, like my format that I actually finished on for these 8-man matches was because of people like Michael Campbell, Jeremy Adams, who were in that whole match, and like in the chat, they were helping me sort of finalize it and come up with a way to that made it work, and which, as you saw from there, it worked. But that's all we've got ahead. Also, the other 8-man match we've got this year is Disney animated, which is Team Boatman versus Team Adams. So yeah, and that's happening as well. I don't know. Is that
purely Disney?
Disney animated, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know which one is going to happen first. I know I'm probably looking for around July-ish for this one because of Harry Potter's birthday. But
I was going to say July 31st.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But yeah, but Jay, where can people find you online?
Oh man, you can find me getting into all sorts of trouble on Twitter at jburns253. That's Burns with a Z. You can find me on Facebook at jburns. Burns also with a Z. You can find me on Snapchat and Instagram at bargang_Burns. I think you've figured out that the Burns is spelled with a Z at this point, but if not, don't look for me. Don't try to add me. Don't talk to me. Don't at me. I don't like you people. No, I'm kidding. I enjoy interacting with people until I don't. Oh, you can also find me running Full Metal Classic on Thursdays, starting up again this week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't joined yet, go join the Full Metal Media page. Ask to join, drop your name in the chat below, and by midnight EST tomorrow, I'll have picked everybody who's going to be involved in that match. And yeah, we're back in business, baby.
And you can find me on Take 3 hosting Rankum and Late Night Take 3. You can find me hosting Full Metal Random. Next week is Indiana Jones, featuring Brian Michaels, Jeremy Adams, and Antonio Chavez. And you can find me all around the Fan League community. But yeah, this has been a short video, but it doesn't need to be a 2-hour long video just talking about nothing, considering the draft.
FNA, Cotton. FNA.
But yeah, until next time, stay random.